think they call it worm tea, is what they call it. It's basically the worm excrement. You can save it as a good natural plant fertilizer over a couple hundred worms. So far the girls have dug up about 40. So I'm getting the worms out. We drilled holes in 2 buckets, 5-gallon buckets. We put down some newspaper, got a little wet, drilled holes in the bottom of this one, did some aeration holes around the sides of 2 of the top buckets. And then the bottom bucket's gonna have no holes. That's where the juice is gonna trickle down that you can use for your garden plants. And then for the, see, like we got a nice one right here too. And we'll do a thin layer of soil on top when we're done. So we're gonna let them settle for a couple hours and then we'll start throwing some food on top. Soil is nice and damp for our friends in there. Got about a little over, about 40 worms in there. I wanted closer to 100, but the girls dug pretty good today. So making sure it's nice and damp. See, you can see a couple worms up there still, I assume. A few bricks in there. That's gonna keep distance so we can collect the liquid from the bottom where the holes are dug or drilled. And that'll collect in there.
So this is the soil with worms.
The soil with worms. Let's go ahead, we'll throw some food that's been composing in our compost pile that they're gonna like, the papaya. So we're gonna throw some old banana peels that we have inside for the worms to eat. And then if we have any of our papaya too. Yeah, and I'm gonna probably just throw one more in. I don't wanna overfeed. These have been pretty rotted in our compost pile, so they should be pretty good. Face down like that. And now we're gonna leave it. We're gonna cover with some newspaper and throw either a lid or something heavy on top. Put our food in. We're gonna put this little blanket on top. It's like a blanket for your worms. Keep it nice and dark. They'll eat the food underneath. We're gonna cover this top up since we don't have a lid. Double this curtain we had, and then we're gonna tie it. And then probably about 3 or 4 days we'll check it to see how they're doing.